Welcome to this journey through Malaysia, a country whose name means Land of the Malays. Malaysia is renowned for its cultural diversity, stunning landscapes and rich history. Spanning both the Malay Peninsula and parts of Borneo, Malaysia is a vibrant blend of traditional heritage and modern innovation. From the majestic Petronas Towers to its lush rainforests and diverse communities, Malaysia truly offers something for everyone. This is just the beginning of Malaysia's fascinating journey. From its geography and history to its languages, religions and national symbols, we'll uncover what makes this country truly unique. So don't forget to subscribe, like and comment as we explore the nations of the world together. Let's dive into the geography of Malaysia, a country that lies in the heart of Southeast Asia. Spanning 330,803 square kilometers, 127,724 square miles, making it slightly larger than Norway and roughly the size of Vietnam. Malaysia is split into two distinct regions: Peninsular Malaysia, located on the Malay Peninsula, and East Malaysia, on the island of Borneo. The bustling Kuala Lumpur is Malaysia's capital, famed for its dazzling skyline, including the iconic Petronas Twin Towers. Malaysia is home to 33 million people, a blend of Malay, Chinese, Indian and indigenous communities, each contributing to the nation's cultural mosaic. Geographically, Malaysia shares its borders with Thailand to the north, Singapore to the south, Brunei and Indonesia to the east. Its coastline touches the South China Sea, giving it strategic importance as a maritime hub. And did you know Malaysia boasts 878 islands, including breathtaking destinations like Langkawi and the Perhentian Islands? Now that we've explored Malaysia's remarkable geography, let's step into its past, where the country's rich history comes to life. Long ago, in a world of empires and wanderers, there was a prince named Parameswara. Exiled from his Sumatran kingdom, he roamed until he reached the shores of a land blessed by nature and beauty. Here, a remarkable sight caught his eye. A tiny sang kancil, or mouse deer, stood its ground and outsmarted a hunting dog many times its size. To Parameswara, this was no ordinary encounter. It was a sign that this land was destined for greatness. Inspired, he declared this place the heart of his new kingdom. Thus, in the year 1400, the Malacca Sultanate was born, a story that marks the genesis of Malaysia's rich and resilient spirit. Before the written word recorded the events of the past, there were stories. Stories passed down through generations, echoing the heartbeat of a nation's culture. In Malaysia, one such story is that of Hang Tuah, a legendary Malay warrior whose bravery, loyalty and honor are the foundation of the country's folklore. Legend has it that Hang Tuah was a fearless warrior, known for his incredible strength and dedication to the Sultan. His bond with his comrades Hang Jebat, Hang Kasturi, Hang Lekir and Hang Lekyu is as famous as his loyalty to the Sultan. One of the most well-known tales of Hang Tuah is when he was falsely accused of treason. The Sultan, despite his love for Hang Tuah, sentenced him to death. However, Hang Tuah's loyal friends, believing him to be innocent, rebelled and fought for his honor. In a dramatic turn of fate, Hang Tuah was found alive, having been spared by the Sultan's trusted ministers. He returned to defeat Hang Jebat, his former friend, who had rebelled in his name. The tale symbolizes the complex ideas of loyalty, justice and sacrifice, a theme woven into the fabric of Malaysia's own journey to independence. Just as Hang Tuah's legend has been passed down through the centuries, so too has the story of Malaysia's origins. The earliest chapters of Malaysia's history are written in the ancient remnants of stone tools and cave paintings, found in places like the Naya Caves in Sarawak. These traces date back over 40,000 years, marking Malaysia as one of the earliest inhabited regions of Southeast Asia. Austronesian migrations around 2500 BCE. The first significant settlers of the Malay Peninsula arrived around 2500 BCE, part of the Austronesian expansion across Southeast Asia. These early peoples laid the groundwork for the cultures and languages that would define Malaysia for millennia. The first powerful kingdom in Malaysia was the Srivijaya Empire, which ruled from the 7th to the 13th centuries. Based on Sumatra, the Srivijaya Empire extended its influence over much of the Malay Peninsula. Dapunta Hyang Srijayanasa, the legendary founder of Srivijaya, is remembered for uniting the region and establishing a dominant maritime empire that controlled the vital trade routes between India and China. This empire is believed to have been one of the key places where Buddhism spread across Southeast Asia. The Malacca Sultanate, from 1400 to 1511, another iconic kingdom in Malaysia's history, was founded by Parameswara. The legendary sultanate grew wealthy and powerful thanks to its prime location on the Strait of Malacca, one of the world's most important shipping lanes. In 1511, the arrival of the Portuguese marked the beginning of a new era, one that would see European powers jostling for control of Malaysia's rich resources. The city of Malacca was captured by Afonso de Albuquerque, and it became a crucial Portuguese stronghold. The Portuguese occupation lasted for over a century, until the Dutch took control in 1641, seeking dominance over the spice trade. But the true transformation came with the arrival of the British. Penang was claimed by the British East India Company in 1786, and by the 1820s the British controlled Malacca and Singapore, consolidating their power in the region. This marked the beginning of over a century of British colonial rule. World War II and the Japanese occupation from 1941 to 1945 brought further hardship as the Japanese invaded and took control of the region. The brutal occupation ended with Japan's surrender in 1945. But it left a deep scar in the hearts of the Malaysian people, sparking the desire for independence. The struggle for freedom came to a head during the Malayan Emergency from 1948 to 1960, when the British fought a guerrilla war against communist forces. In the midst of this chaos, leaders like Tunku Abdul Rahman rose to prominence, calling for a united Malaya to break free from colonial rule. In 1957, the dream was realized when Malaya gained independence, and Tunku Abdul Rahman, the first Prime Minister, declared the formation of the Federation of Malaysia. His famous words, "Merdeka freedom," echoed throughout the nation and marked the beginning of a new era for Malaysia. But Malaysia's story did not end there. In 1963, the country expanded to include Sabah and Sarawak on the island of Borneo, officially becoming Malaysia. However, Singapore, which had also joined the Federation, separated in 1965, becoming an independent republic. The creation of Malaysia was a triumph of unity, as diverse peoples from different backgrounds, including the Malay, Chinese, and Indian communities, came together to form one nation. Since its formation, Malaysia has been on a path of growth and transformation. In the 1980s and 1990s, under Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad, the country became one of Southeast Asia's most rapidly developing economies, marked by a boom in industry, trade, and infrastructure. The Petronas Twin Towers, completed in 1998, symbolized the nation's modernization and economic progress, while maintaining respect for its traditional values and customs. Today, Malaysia stands as a thriving democracy, a hub for trade and culture, and a testament to the strength of its people. From the legends of warriors like Hang Tuah to the progress made in modern times, the story of Malaysia is one of pride, resilience, and ambition. See, high on the limestone cliffs of Malaysia, an ancient and enigmatic tradition unfolds: the Hanging Coffins. Suspended high above the ground, these coffins are not just a burial practice, but a profound statement of cultural beliefs. For the indigenous communities who once practiced this, the height symbolizes a connection to the heavens, protecting the souls of the departed and keeping their memory sacred. In our YouTube short, we gave you a sneak peek at this breathtaking and mysterious tradition, showing the dramatic cliffs and their suspended secrets. But here's the full story. These coffins are carefully placed by skilled climbers, a practice that has been passed down through generations. The reasoning is both spiritual and practical. Elevating the coffins shields them from scavengers while honoring the deceased with a resting place closer to the divine. Though this tradition has faded over time, the hanging coffins remain a striking reminder of Malaysia's cultural richness, inspiring awe and curiosity for all who gaze upon them. The tradition of hanging coffins spans across Asia, seen among the Igorot in the Philippines, the Bo people of China, and the Toraja of Indonesia, each reflecting spiritual beliefs in elevation and connection to the divine. Malaysia is a linguistically diverse country, with Malay or Bahasa Malaysia as the official language. However, the nation's multicultural society means that a wide variety of languages are spoken. Mandarin and various Chinese dialects such as Cantonese and Hokkien are spoken by the Chinese Malaysian community. Tamil is widely spoken within the Indian-Malaysian community. English is also commonly spoken, especially in business and government settings. Let's talk about Malaysia's national symbols. They're a fascinating blend of culture, history and nature, starting with the national animal, the Malayan tiger, known locally as Harimau Malaya. This majestic creature symbolizes courage and strength. While it's a source of national pride, it's also critically endangered, making it a poignant reminder of the importance of conservation. Now, for the national flower, the hibiscus or bunga raya. This bright red bloom isn't just beautiful, it represents courage, vitality and unity, values at the heart of Malaysia's identity. Then there's the rhinoceros hornbill, a bird that plays a special role in Malaysian culture, particularly for the indigenous Dayak communities. Its striking appearance and unique call have earned it a reputation as a symbol of strength and prosperity. And we can't forget the flag, Jalur Gemilang, or Stripes of Glory. It's a masterpiece of meaning. The 14 red and white stripes represent Malaysia's states and federal territories, united as one. The blue canton stands for harmony, the yellow crescent symbolizes Islam, and the yellow star with 14 points signifies unity among Malaysia's diverse regions. Did you know the colours are inspired by the British Union Jack, a nod to Malaysia's colonial history? These symbols aren't just emblems, they tell a story of a nation that's proud, resilient, and deeply connected to its heritage. Aren't they incredible? Now let's talk about the religions in Malaysia. Islam is the official religion of Malaysia, and the majority of Malaysians practice Islam. However, the country is also home to a diverse array of religious communities. Buddhism, Christianity, and Hinduism are practiced by significant segments of the population. This religious diversity is celebrated in the many festivals that take place throughout the year. Hari Raya, Aidil Fitri, Chinese New Year, and Deepavali are three of the most widely celebrated cultural and religious festivals in Malaysia, each representing a different community and tradition. Hari Raya Eid al-Fitr, also known as Eid al-Fitr, is a significant celebration for Muslims, marking the end of Ramadan. Traditional foods like ketupat, rice cakes, rendang, a spiced meat dish, and lemang, glutinous rice cooked in bamboo, are enjoyed during these celebrations. See our episode about Ramadan to learn more about this celebration. Chinese New Year is a major festival for the Chinese community, celebrated to mark the beginning of the Lunar New Year. It typically falls between January and February. The holiday is known for its vibrant celebrations, including lion dances, fireworks, and the giving of ang pao, red envelopes with money, as a symbol of good luck and prosperity. Families come together for reunion dinners, and the color red, which symbolizes happiness and good fortune, is prominently featured in decorations and clothing. Deepavali, also called the Festival of Lights, is celebrated by Hindus in Malaysia to mark the victory of light over darkness and good over evil. The festival is centered around the worship of the goddess Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth and prosperity. Homes are cleaned and decorated with oil lamps, diyas, and colorful rangoli patterns. Families gather for prayers, feasts, and the sharing of sweets, and it is a time for giving gifts and visiting relatives. Deepavali usually falls between October and November, depending on the lunar calendar. Malaysia's economy is one of the most developed in Southeast Asia, with a strong export-driven market. It is a global leader in palm oil, rubber, and electronics, and it plays a crucial role in the world's supply chains. The country is also a major player in the oil and gas industry, benefiting from its natural resources. Tourism is a growing sector, with millions of visitors drawn to Malaysia's cities, beaches, and cultural heritage. Malaysian cuisine is a perfect blend of Malay, Chinese, Indian, and indigenous influences, creating a rich tapestry of flavors. Dishes like nasi lemak, the country's national dish, char kway teow, and laksa are popular among locals and tourists alike. Satay, grilled skewers of meat served with peanut sauce, and roti canai, a type of flatbread, are other must-try foods that showcase Malaysia's diverse food culture. Sports hold a special place in Malaysian culture, with badminton being the most popular. Malaysia has produced world-class players like Lee Chong Wei, who has brought the country international recognition in the sport. Football is also widely followed, and takraw, a traditional sport, is beloved by many. Sporting events like the Southeast Asian Games often unite the nation and showcase its athletic prowess. From its rich history and culture to its breathtaking landmarks and thriving economy, Malaysia stands as a beacon of Southeast Asia's diversity and growth. Whether you're drawn to the bustling streets of Kuala Lumpur, the historical significance of Malacca, or the natural beauty of Langkawi, Malaysia offers a unique blend of tradition and modernity. Before you go, don't forget to explore our playlist by continent, where you can journey through more nations and discover what makes each one truly special. Thank you for watching, and remember to like, comment and subscribe to join us on the next adventure through the nations of the world.